You can see this one he took out and put on the floor like a dum-dum. The guy laid it on the floor and wanted to see how it looked, and he picked up all kinds of garbage. So I'm not going to be able to use this piece. But, I mean, you can see how that's going to look. That's not going to look too bad with that floor. This is more of like, it's got browns in it. It's got browns in it. It's got grays in it. And same thing. Not going to look too bad with that floor. So, it is what it is. Like I said, this is a rental property. It was this place, if you've seen the beginning, watch my videos, you'll see what this place looked like before and what it's going to look like after. It's going to look like a million times better than when I walked in here. My first video is how the tenants left this place. The tenant, I should say. Well, no, tenants. Is how they left this place. This place was full of garbage. Full of garbage. And this whole floor here, if you didn't see my other videos and you're watching this one, this whole floor was caved in. The whole toilet was falling through the floor. I had to tear it off. And now you can see. This is all rock solid now. Toilet's not going through that floor. That's for sure. Toilet's definitely not going through there now. And it didn't raise up. I mean, it didn't raise up the floor too bad. I'm trying to convince him not to put. I'm trying to convince him not to put this, to take that tile board out, but he don't want to. He wants this. He wants this on the tile board, which I don't like that much, because if you could see here, it's kind of high. I'd take that tile board out. If it was my place, I would take the tile board out, and I would have that as a little bit lower so it's more flush to the tile. Because now you're going to have that thin, now you're going to have this thin flooring here. Because I thought he was getting the other vinyl flooring, the click floor. And that's going to go under, that's got to go underneath this. So, I don't know. We'll see how it works out. I mean, I'll make it work one way or the other till it looks good. I just don't like the step up right here. Everybody's going to be tripping on that. It's too high for me. Too high. People are going to be stubbing their toes and everything on that. It's a half an inch thick or an inch thick. I don't even know how thick this is. Let me see. I think it's an inch thick. It looks like it's an inch thick. It's solid marble. And he picked that out. The owner, oh, here's my tape measure here. The owner picked that out. I'm probably going to have 2 videos now, because I see my phone just made a noise. I don't know if you guys heard it. It's 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch. And I'm not going to butt that floor. I'm not going to butt joint that floor up against the tile. You know what I mean? I'd rather have it under, or not the tile, rather the transition. I'd rather have it under the transition than make cuts and have it butt up against the side and then caulk it or something like that. That's not going to work. You know, it's vinyl flooring. It's going to have a little flex to it. It's better if I glue my saddle or transition piece, whatever you prefer. Glue my saddle on the doorway and then slide my pieces under it. And just cut where I have this line. Like I said in my last video, I'm going to cut right here on that second line so all my pieces slide under there. And then if it has a tiny little gap, it's white. You take some white silicone, put it right under there. That'll be seamless. And it won't move. It'll stay there. If you use, where is it? You gotta use this caulk still. Let me get this. Damn. Does it? Yeah. There we go. There we go. You gotta use this stuff, guys. Use this Dynaflex. I don't care if it says it's outside. Oh, outside exterior is for exterior. Don't use interior caulk outside, but you can use exterior caulk that's going to hold up to the weather inside. If it holds up for 15 years or whatever this is, 10, 15 years, you know what I mean? And then you could see right here. Okay, this is why you could use this in a house. Superior flexibility, crack proof, 100% waterproof. That's why I put it in the bathroom. Oh, now it's showing silicone tough. Okay? And it says window, door, siding, which is outside. Ideal for wood, composite, and PVC trim. That's what he was supposed to put in here, PVC trim. Okay? Premium elastomeric interior. Oh, it is interior, exterior. Okay. It's interior, exterior. So, they finally changed it. Because this used to be exterior. And people used to say, don't use this stuff in your house. Okay, look it. Guys. Interior, exterior. Best stuff right there. It's not that expensive. I think this is like $6 or $7. $6 or $7 a tube. This stuff is awesome. I used it all. I've been using this for the long. Even when it didn't say. Oh, got my ash on the rug. Doesn't matter. This rug is trashed. Even when it didn't say, like I said, interior, exterior. I always use that stuff inside. Always. And put a screw in your tube. You see that? And don't worry about it if it's all gooped up around the nail. I actually want it all gooped up around the nail. Don't leave the nail in there too long though, because it'll get rusty. But that nail's not gonna have time to get rusty because I'm gonna use up that whole tube of caulk. I have other stuff to do with it. If you leave it in there for if you leave the nail in there, if it's galvanized, it should be okay. But if you leave a steel nail in a caulk tube, especially white caulk, expect your first squirt of caulk to be brown because it's going to rust the nail. Especially latex caulk, water-based. Alright, I'm going to sweep this. Where's that broom? I'm going to sweep this floor down really quick. So yeah, that caulk is ready for paint in 2 hours. So actually, like I was saying before, in an hour or so, you could actually grout over that caulk and it'll be fine. I don't like that. It's a little piece of... I might have to fix that spot there. And I'm just sweeping this down a little bit. Sometimes when I gotta grout a big floor, I wipe it down. Okay, I wipe all the floor down, and I let it. After I clean my grout, I let it dry for like an hour, and before I have to, if it's what was I saying? Totally forgot what I was saying now. Before you wipe it down the second time, you sweep it. So that way, when you go to sweep everything down or vacuum it, get a vacuum cleaner, like a wet dry vac with one of those rubber, like the floor, you know, the long floor thing with the rubber squeegee on the bottom. you wipe your grout down after you first do it, wipe it all down, let it dry for like, I don't know, half hour, 20 minutes to a half hour. And then if you still got some residue on it, sweep it first. Sweep your floor and you'll see all that dusty residue come off. So all that dusty residue will come off. Then vacuum and then do your second. And then you do then you wipe it down against the next, again for the next time to clean it up more. And I'm telling you now, that'll make your sponge time, when you're trying to clean it up with a sponge, that'll make that go a whole lot quicker. You won't have to keep wiping and rinsing and wiping and rinsing and wiping and rinsing if you let it dry and sweep it. Just make sure your grout is dry in the lines before you sweep really hard. And I know I can see one little spot here. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but I have to get really see that little spot right there. There's one little spot. Actually, there's two. There's another one right here. A couple of little tiny little spots I'm gonna have to hit with grout, because that'll bug me. I mean, it doesn't. You can barely see, as you can see it with my camera. You can't even tell on camera, but I can see it with my eyes. So as you see, the grout is drying more and more, and it's getting darker and darker. Kind of looks black, but actually it's a dark gray grout. And that makes oh, it's so dusty in here, I keep coughing. That makes these tiles pop. It makes the tiles look really, really nice, that grout. I mean, that caulk really doesn't look too bad there. I would have used almond, the color of the wall, like an almond color. If I used almond of that caulk, it probably would look really good. It would match a lot better. But I only had white, so I used the white. Like I said, that's all going to get grouted anyway later on. Alright guys, I'm going to end this video, because it's already going to be 2 videos. I got to clean this place out tomorrow. All the rest of this garbage. Get my tile saw out of here. And all that stuff. And just clean up in here. It's a big mess. But when I'm done, it's going to be everything's going to be all brand new. Everything's going to be all brand new. I'm trying to clean up a little bit. As you see, I got a bucket here. But it really doesn't matter. I'm not trying to vacuum this carpet anyway. This carpet's going to all get cut out tomorrow. After I paint these 2 rooms again. I got to paint these 2 rooms. That one only needs 1 more coat. But that room in there, I got to paint that another 2 coats. All the rest of this is done. I painted all this again, the 2nd coat. So as you could see, I think, let me see. You see my compound mark over here the other day. As you could see, there was one right there where that hole is. You could see the compound marks are gone. This is like a hump in the wall. It looks good now. You can't really tell on my camera. And my light's on. My phone's about to die. Let me see. I'm at 45%. Alright, I'm going to end this video, guys. Like, subscribe. Another thing I'm going to have to do is paint all these filthy doorways. These doorways are filthy. And up there, got to get painted. But like, subscribe. If you ever want any tips on anything, floors, whatever, doors, windows, you know, installing sinks and all that stuff. I wonder how level that sink is. Let's see. I don't think it's level. I don't think nothing in this house is level. And the sink doesn't have adjustable feet. I mean, the floor is pretty level. Oh my God. Will you look at that? Will you look at that, guys? Here, let me show you how level that sink is. Let me show you. Could you see that? I don't know, my phone won't focus. Damn. I'm proud of myself. Yeah, the back's not that great though. The back's a little off. The back's a tiny, this way. Yeah, the backs are tiny, like a freaking, like a 16th of an inch. Oh, like a 16th of an inch off. But the front is good. Oh, I just dropped my level so hard. I think I no, I wonder if this level is off. You know what's crazy? Oh, okay. No. Actually, if you could see that now, the sink is level in the back. Yep, sink is perfectly level. All right, back, front. I don't know. There might be something wrong with this. There might be something wrong with this level. Because I just... Oh, let me see something here. Is there something on my level? Is there something on it? Oh, okay. There it is. Alright. I see what was wrong. There was a chunk of wood stuck on the cabinet. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, so I got lucky with that. Sink is actually perfectly level. Or my level's off and it's lying. I don't know. I don't know. That was kind of odd. I had my level one way. As you can see, nothing's level in this house because I didn't do these cabinets. Let me see something. I think this level is off, guys. I might have to take this level back. Okay, I got my level this way. Look at the bubble. I gotta shut this damn light off. How could I shut that light off? I don't even know how to shut the light off. Here. And if I try to cover the light with my... Okay, there we go. Alright, now... No, that's not helping. But anyways, when this level is this way, it's telling me to friggin... And when I spin it around this way, it's reading totally different. Now look at, I just banged it and it went level. Yeah, so this, oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Look at this, guys. You see the freaking bubble moves around in here? You see what's happening when I'm moving this? Look at the bubble. This thing is so loose in here. So I can make it anything level if I want to. All I gotta do is move this thing around here. Wow. This level is not... This level is not accurate at all. I wish this freaking light would freaking go off on my camera. I don't know how this light is on. I didn't turn it on. And I can't turn it off while filming. Okay, there we go. Watch this. You see that? Did you see that? Check your levels, guys. Look at this. Look at this. I move the bubble one way and it goes one way. I press this the other way. It's loose inside of here. So it's because of that thing is loose. It's totally throwing. Look at that. Look at that. That's friggin' amazing. I never seen nothing like that before. Okay, Craftsman, what did you do to me? I wonder how long that's been like that. Now I gotta recheck a bunch of stuff that I use this level on. This the shit you gotta do. So guys, it's not your fault. It's not your fault everything is crooked. God damn it. This level's not even that old. This level's like freaking brand new. It got a little wear and tear of it in it, but as you can see, this level is not old at all. Lowe's Craftsman level. I guess that's why they call it Craftsman, not Craftsman. Craftsman. Look at that. I cannot get over that. I cannot get over that right now. That I'm moving this freaking thing, and that's how look at this. I can make the bubble go anywhere I want. That's crazy. That's insane. Alright. Check your levels, guys. It might not be your fault it's crooked. Now, if you did anything crooked and the inspector comes or somebody says, hey, my level. And you know what's funny? I was watching a video not too long ago about a couple of guys talking about levels. And one guy put his Johnson level on something. And one guy put his Stabila level on something. I don't know whose video it is on Facebook, but I mean on Facebook. I don't know whose video it is on YouTube, but the Stabila level was actually off, just like this Craftsman one is. And the guy's cheap friggin' Johnson level was accurate. And I don't got another level in here. I don't know. I got a few levels. Actually, there's a brand new DeWalt one. So what I'm gonna have to do now is take a level that I know is accurate. There's actually two brand new DeWalt ones downstairs. The owner has two brand new DeWalt ones. This is freaking driving me nuts. That is the craziest thing ever. Don't buy a Craftsman level, guys. I mean, I like Craftsman. Their power tools are okay. Their hand tools I like so far. Their power tools are okay. As you can see, look at this thing. I've been beating it up since I had it. This lot of vibration though, but it cuts good. You can see I've been beating these Craftsmen up every day. So when I do a tool review, I actually just picked up the little Makita CXT. It's a brush saw, but it's like the 3 1/4, the little mini 3 1/4 circular saw. It's a little tiny one. It's a 12 volt. What one do I got here? Yeah, I got a little 12 volt Makita saw, which I'll do a video on later on. I don't know. When I buy a couple of more tools, I'll do another little tool haul video. Here's my Craftsman. As I said, the Craftsman brushless tools, but you could see this. This is a year going, and you could see I'm not I'm not babying my tools. You can see how filthy dirty they are and beat up they are. So, I mean, every tool company, you win some, you lose some. Rigid, whatever tools. Craftsman, as you can see, the power tools are good that I bought. The cordless tools, brushless tools, I've been using them. I've been using this more than I've been using this Rigid. Of course, this is an X4. Not a brushless, but you can hear it. That thing goes, and that's probably, I've had this longer than I have the Craftsman. As you can see it, you can see this Rigid even is a little. You can see they're beat up. I use all of them, but you can hear this one. That one's louder, but it's not as fast. This one's quieter, and it's faster. But if you want the real deal, besides the Milwaukee, you get yourself one of these. This is super quiet, but you can hear the speed on it. Brushless Makita. This is the one I got with I said it in my other. You've seen this in my other, but this is the XDT13, and I'm getting it dirty. I'm trying to keep this. I'm trying to keep this one. You know, I use this too a lot, but I'm trying to keep this one from looking like though. That's why it's over here. That's why it's over here sitting pretty in the bag, you know. But this I got a steal on. I'll babble on a couple minutes longer. I got that for $137.50 when it was on sale for $150, and this was the impact drill and the impact wrench. Both brushless. Half-inch impact wrench and a half-inch impact driver, I should say. But it was for the Black Friday deals that were going on last year. It was $178 when they first put it out on the floor. Then they dropped it down to $150. Okay. So I went into the Home Depot, my Home Depot I'm in every single day. I go there, and it's still priced $178 on the thing when I went to go buy it, but it said $150 on the website. So I showed a guy the website. It's $150. I go to checkout because I was gonna buy it regardless. Okay, whether it was $178, whether it was $150, but whatever. So I walk up to the register. The guy takes $20 off the price. Okay, and knocks it down. Takes $20 off. I go to ring out, and I didn't even notice till I got home. I check out, paid it, and I didn't even realize I only paid $137.50. I wasn't really paying attention. I got home, I looked at my receipt because I do it all the time. I check my receipts, Lowe's, Home Depot. I usually check them before I walk out of the store to make sure, you know. But since I seen him put the $20 off, I knew it was gonna ring up for $150. But when he took the $20 off, it actually rang. It scanned for $150. The $149 price. So the $20 that he took off brought it down to $137.50 or 60 with tax. I think it was $137.60. So I got the best deal out of anybody because I got that, and that's regular price. Go look that up. This Makita with the half-inch impact wrench. You get two 3.0 batteries, charger, bag. It regularly goes for, probably right now if you go to buy it, it's $269. So I got a steal on that. But it's actually my favorite. That's actually my favorite impact. Even though it's my, well, actually I can't say that. I can't say that. And I was never a big DeWalt fan, but actually my favorites are those, the DeWalt Extremes. These little things. It doesn't sound that fast, but let me tell you, this thing's quicker than, this thing's better than these 18. This is a 20 volt 2.0 battery. That's an 18 volt with a, I think those are 1.5s on the rigid. But this is oh, I gotta quit smoking. This is the DeWalt Extreme, as you can see. 12 volt, 2 amp hour with the selector. The little selector thing. I hate this light. I gotta remember to turn my, but I got the set here. I did a review on these. I got a video on these. And this one is the little screwdriver one. With it comes with the charger, 2 batteries. But these are actually my favorite because what would you rather be holding all day? And believe it or not, like I was getting to, Look at the size difference in that. This thing is like a freaking lead weight. Okay? This thing is heavy. Heavy. This little thing is not, I mean, I could throw this up in the air and catch it. And I'm looking at my phone. Whoa, I almost dropped it. But, believe it or not, this little thing almost has, well, no, I can't say that. This has way more power, this hammer drill. But, and even the rigid. The impact driver, though, the little 12-volt impact driver, this is, in my use of it, it's just as powerful, I'm telling you. Little 12-volt, I just can't believe how good that is. Just as powerful as this and more powerful than this. This will drive a screw almost twice as fast as this will. And this one's pretty quick. I'm not going to, you know, the Craftsman's been good to me. I'm very happy with my Craftsman. I love my Craftsman. Obviously, I use this more than I use my older rigid. And if you guys see my videos, I have Porter Cable ones. I like the Porter Cable ones. My Porter Cables are just as beat up as these, and they're still going. And those are, the Porter Cables are 2 years old now. 2.5 years old, and I beat them Porter Cables up. Anybody that says Porter Cables are no good, mine, and they're not even brushless, the ones I got. So, I've been buying all, of course, obviously. You see all my brushless stuff. I got brushed and brushless. Whatever tool I need to use to get me through the job, you know what I'm saying? They're good for me. They're good for me. I'm not a top fan of Milwaukee. I'm not a top fan of Craftsman. I'm not a top fan of Rigid. I'm not a, well, maybe I think I'm starting to be a top fan of Makita, because I do like my Makita tools, as you can see. Oh, I gotta put these on the doors. I almost forgot. As you can see, I like Makita. Makita might be my brand. And I got a couple of Milwaukee tools. They're not up here. They're actually on another job site. But all my bits and drill bits, and I have, as you can see, I have friggin' stacks and stacks and stacks of. So here's another. And the DeWalt's actually my favorite, one of my favorite tape measures. As you can see, I got 2 DeWalt's. And then, where the heck are my other? I lost my tape measure. I'm not even gonna look for it now. It doesn't matter. It's around this place somewhere, this disaster area. But yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of whatever tool works the best for me when I need it. It doesn't break down. And so far through the years, Rigid's been one of my favorites. You know what I mean?